Here we go, about to go green in the Race to the Chase 400 at Ricky Superspeedway. We're underway. Matt Adams on the front row with John Williams after qualifying was rained out. Adams with a pretty good lead right there to start. Last week's winner, TJ Howard in the 2. They're in that second car. And it's Michelle Mossler in the number 92 down on the inside. It's going to be real interesting with these guys because they're basically fighting or racing the rain halfway, lap 27, so that's where they're basically racing to at this point. Adams will lead lap 1, but Mossler now goes to the point. And then number 92 to the inside. Wolkowitz looks to the inside, down the back straightaway. Yeah, and the one fun thing about this racetrack is that it seems to always produce a ton of lead changes, no matter how many laps there are. We always seem to get a lot of lead changes, and it already appears that this race is no exception. That time by the line, it was Wolkowitz in that 24 car up on the outside line, as the 3 Magos Fenway cars go to the point. Alexi Magos, Josh Wilkinson, and Josh Snyder here in the 3 cars on the inside lane. This is going to be one of those type of races where a lot of drivers are just trying to fight for position to make this chase. Oh! See Ben Malik there in that 28 car jumped to the outside line. Behind Courtney Walker, now peeks back to the inside of the 39 as he goes through 3 and 4. Let's take a look at that again. There you see the 28 down there on the inside line. Oh, it looked like he was actually getting a bump from his teammate there, Nick Dilbeck. Right along with Nick. Yeah, you see he was moving up there to the outside lane. He got a little bit of help. And just a few moments ago, how about we go 3 wide? They thought about 4 wide for the lead there for a moment, but Ben Malik and Nick Dilbeck back to the inside. They've hooked up together and now they're going to the front. Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast, how they were looking to work together this entire race, much like what they did in the Coke 0400 back at Daytona a couple of weeks ago. Looks like they're picking right up where they left off at Daytona. Lisa looking to the inside, but Dilbeck's able to hold on to second for now as they come back down the back straightaway. Ooh, got a little squirrely there, but they hold on to it for now. We're closing in on halfway. Oh, trouble! 17 and Wilkinson in trouble. Turn 3 and 4. Looks like he's got a tire down on the right front. And he'll head for pit road just shy of the halfway point as we stay green. Here at Ricky Superspeedway, still up front, Ben Malik. Nick Dilbeck in a challenge from Courtney Walker for second off of turn 2. And that 17 car really stretched out the field there, and caution flag is out. Debris in turn 4. Being told as they exit that corner the reason for the caution, and we can presume that that is due to the 17 of Wilkinson. But that will be a huge break for Wilkinson as he will not lose a lap, I believe, due to him being on pit road before the caution came out. So the first caution out here at the halfway point, 27 laps complete. And we'll be right back just in time for green flag pit stop. Under caution, we have had a crash in turn 3. Josh Wilkinson entered the corner, appeared to, on that 5th, 3rd Chevy Ford. And into the pack he goes. That's Mary Capizzello in the 55 with heavy damage. Got Kirby Amons with heavy damage in the 42. Let's take a look at what happened. Yeah, he gets down there into the corner. Wow. Got it at the back of Zach Maloney there in the 13. Cabanilla there in the 10 on the outside, and then he'll slide down the track. Oh man, Matt Adams almost got in that in the 48 car. Lisa Hawker in the 9, Mary Capizzello the 55 piles in. Hunter Richardson in the 78. And then the 17 actually got upside down in this. Wow. Hawker in the 9. And then watch the 78 up there. He just comes up right in front of TJ Howard and collects Urban Jacqueline in that 27 car. Let's watch down the backstretch. You can see he's a free pass car. He was coming back, I think, to get back on the lead lap, and it looks like something just broke. Looks like he may have hit Valerie Cabanilla there first. As the field streams by. Wow. And this from turn 3. Watch up at the top of your screen. You see the smoke. It's so hard to tell what happened down there. Wow, what a wreck. 7 cars involved. Here we go, getting ready for the restart. Ben Malik is the leader. Bridget Yardaliza, Josh Snyder, 12 of Lewis Black, and the 88 of John Williams, the top 5 as we get ready to go back to green. Thanks to pit stops, Malik's teammate Nick Dilbeck is way back in the middle of the pack, following a miscue on their pit stop. Green flag is back in here. It'll be real interesting to see if Malik can hold the lead, knowing the history of how many lead changes we have had before he took the lead. It's going to be interesting to see if he can hold it without his teammate up there helping him. Single file for the first 4 for now. That's Wolkowitz in the 24 side by side with Lewis Black. Dilbeck going to make it 3 wide back behind them to the inside. He's making his way up to the front, but there's Malik there in the 28 up on the outside with no help. His teammate Nick Dilbeck jumps up there to help him. Now, where will he fall in line as Yardaliza barely leads that lap over Josh Snyder in the 16. Williams and Wolkowitz now teaming up on the inside line to try and get to the first spot now. Yeah, and it's pretty much anybody's race at this point because we are past halfway. The race is official. If the rain gets here, it's probably going to be over. Again, looking at the radar, there is rain all around this track, but not here at the Speedway, which is good news for now. But how long can it hold off? John Williams to the lead, and it's Wolkowitz now to second, and Lewis Black in third. That's Ingham Miller in the 43, having yet another great run after starting deep in the field because qualifying got rained out. She's running up here in the front of the field, hoping to put together a good run after past few weeks of qualifying well and then not having the results to show for it. But for now, she'll be shuffled out of the top 5 with no help here, and I think Williams might have a good shot at this. Oh, look out, look out, look out! Lewis Black to the inside, saves it off turn 3, and they just avoided disaster going into that corner. That was, oh my goodness. That was unbelievable. Somehow, Lewis Black held on to it, and somehow everybody made it through turn 3 without an issue. Man, watch this. This is down the back straightaway a lap ago. Malik gets shot down into the 12, the 12 into the 24. 12 goes down onto the apron to avoid causing any more contact. We have seen a many wrecks start just like that, getting down here into turn 3 at this very racetrack. Ben Malik, Nick Dilbeck back to the lead on the inside of John Williams. Oh, a little contact there. Williams and Dilbeck side by side. Dilbeck side drafting again off the 88 as they enter turn 3. The way they came off turn 2, they were doggone near sideways right there. That could have been big. Getting close to the 3/4 mark of this race as the 2 BHS cars go back to the front. And how about that 38 of Tyler Attell? Almost involved in wreck on pit road, is running 3rd right now. Side by side with Ben Smith in the 31. Got a lot of good cars up here. You got Ronnie Dilbeck in the 36 up here having a good run. Kenny Turner in 10th having a good run. They may be some surprise winners in this field if they keep running like this. Here as they enter the trial, they're going to catch TJ Howard. Oh, they almost wrecked. Howard almost came down in front of the field, and that could have been disastrous. Oh, trouble, there it is. Turn 1, Matt Inga Miller upside down. And the big one strikes. Oh man. 43 Inga Miller upside down on her roof. And multiple cars. Just watch right here. That's TJ Howard in the 2. And the red car on the outside. And that's Inga Miller there in the 43. And Kenny Turner, oh, he came up. Coming up out of the trial like so many other drivers do. Try and get into that perfect line into turn 1 and came right up into the back bumper of the 43. Wow. It immediately goes over. It's Aisha DeVore there in the 93 going down to the inside. That's, watch this here. Maybe hard to see through the trees. It's Jay Fluke in the 51 right there. Bridgie Artelise at 18 and DeVore in the 93. Lindsay Mahalko there, the 33 gets a piece of it. Joanna Ryba with rear end damage. She got rear ended by the 21 and Trevor Clark. Marissa DeShields there in the 83. There's another angle. At full speed. Jay Fluke in the 51, he almost got through that. Is Kenny Turner in the 11 involved? This is from turn 1. And they hit that inside wall hard, and of course the 43 just gets tipped over right there, and the momentum transfer compensated for the rest of it, and right over she went. Kenny Turner turned the 93 of DeVore down to the inside, and then DeVore hits Miller and punts her back up the track into the 51 of Fluke, who almost, or who would have got by it. Yeah, if it wasn't for the 93, those cars right there on the inside, the 99 of Magos, the 16 of Snyder, those cats probably would not have made it through that. And Halco piles in. Here you see the damage to the back of the 15 of Joanna Ryba. DeShields. Man, Miller got or the 93 of DeVore got drilled by Laura Gold. They're late in the crash. Right along, starting Jay Fluke coming in here, taking points. They got a piece of the 11 car there too, and right there is where the 43 gets it right at the end of that. Man, oh man. For Josh Snyder in the 16. Ooh, man, missed that. Missed the 93. That was close there too. From Joe Reynolds. I don't know how some of those guys got through that, especially as close as they came. Well, let's watch the 2. This is going to be in real time. See, there's the contact with the 28, and then Miller checks up to get around him, and then the 11 gets into the back of the 43. And it's on from there. So the caution is out here at lap 39 with the big one. Here at Ricky Super Speedway. We'll be right back. So we're going to restart this race with 11 laps to go. Ben Malik has clinched the most laps led in this 28 car. His teammate Nick Dilbeck if there was a stat for it, would probably clinch the most second place laps led, as he's been running right behind teammate Ben Malik the majority of this race, as Tyler Attell in the 38 in third, Michelle Mossler in fourth, and Ronnie Dilbeck in fifth as we go back to the green flag with 11 to go. And Ben got a huge jump on that restart there, but that's not a good thing. It would be at any other track, but with the way the draft works here, he's going to get freight trained if it wasn't for, well, probably if it wasn't for the 85 being second. Dilbeck and Malik hook up again up there on the outside line. Here comes John Williams to the inside of Mossler for third. It's Lewis Black in fourth in the 12. Matt Adams in the 48 is there as well, the starter on the front row of this race. And both of our top two starters are right here in the inside line with 10 to go. It's not often you get to say that at a track like this, especially with the way this race has played out. Williams to the inside of Dilbeck. That's going to break up the two. Tandem up at the front. He might have a shot at this. He's got Lewis Black there in the 12 right there behind him. Dilbeck peeks out from behind the 28 trying to cool the engine of that 85 car. They were complaining about overheating during the caution. How about that 7 car of Cindy Warner, the Daytona 500 winner from 2 seasons ago, battling up here at the front. Another one of the drivers who have dodged all the wrecks and have made it up here to the finish, or at least with 10 to go at this point. And is running well here. Her teammate, Ronnie Dilbeck in the 36 car, not too far behind in the Golden Corral car, the 36. On the inside line. John Williams to the lead. Warner now to second. That's Michelle Mossler in third. Mossler has not had a best finish, a better finish since a better finish of second. A little tongue-tied there. Mossler's best finish, second place back in race number 2 of season 1 at Talladega, where she finished second to Marissa DeShields. Then driving the 27 for Ben Smith Racing, and now looking for the lead on the inside of this 88 of Williams as they head into turn 3. Casey Blanford there in the 20. Blanford could make the chase if he finishes where he is right now via the wild card. He's got one win. Him and Thon Bories would be the 2 wild card transfers. The 20 and the 29 lined up on the inside. They each have a win. They would be the wild card drivers as they run now with less than 10 to go. Blanford to the lead. Thon Bories there in the 29 in second. That's Ronnie Dilbeck in third. Nick Dilbeck in the 85 has abandoned Ben Malik in the 28, and he's running 5th. And Malik's back there to about 12th or 15th right now, as he's lost a ton of spots since they've split up. But at this point, your friends are where you find them. Forget teammates. You're in it for your own good. Dilbeck in the middle to Cindy Warner. Whoa, close call there. Big time close call between Dilbeck and Ronnie in the 36 as they came off turn 2. Somehow they all made it through the corner. And now it's Nick Dilbeck on the outside. Ronnie Dilbeck to the inside. And the uncle gets it at the line in the 36. How about Joanna Riba in that 15 car? Rear-ended in that big crash down in the turn 1. Tons of rear-end damage and is running third. 5 laps to go. Mossler in the 92 trying to get back up to the lead. As Joanna Riba there in the second car on the inside, and Chris Seconder in the 14. Haven't talked about him all race. Here he is up in the front. 4 to go this time. And again, they're racing the rain because the rain is less than a mile from the track. And they're hoping that they can get all the race in before the rain starts up and the caution comes out. 4 to go now. As Mossler with the lead. Dilbeck running second, and then Joanna Ryba in third as they come down the backstretch. Seconder now trying to battle for the third spot with Ryba. And again, although it's a different BHS Motorsports car, the 92 of Michelle Mossler, Nick Dilbeck running second in that 85 car. But his third teammate, Ben Malik, who's led the most laps today, is closing with 3 to go. And they're going to catch TJ Howard here in the 2 car. Remember what happened last time? They had that big crash down the front stretch. Going to catch him off turn 2 this time around. Whoa, Mossler way down the track, nearly in the inside wall. Somehow they hang on to it again, and this time, no change in the lead. Man, Nick Dilbeck is right there in that 85 car, though. Snyder in the 16 is there. That gave the top 5 basically a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field. 2 to go. They come around to the white flag next time by. If the caution comes out before that point, they'll restart the race for the first of 3 attempts at the green-white checkered. If the caution comes out after they've taken the white, the race is over. Dilbeck and Snyder looking to the inside here. Oh, there's contact. Snyder is around. Dilbeck upside down. The big one in turn 3 with 2 to go, and they will come back to the caution flag. Man, oh man, they wadded that's the rest of the field right there. Joanna Ryba in the 15 involved. Mossler will get back to the line first. And there is not much left of the field. There's TJ Howard a couple laps down. He was involved in this. Tyler Attell's the 38. There's the top 5 as they cross the line, and it is raining on the back straightaway. What a finish. Now, we got several reports from different drivers that it is pouring rain on the back straightaway. And we're hearing from race control this will be the checkered flag. So Michelle Mossler, who was essentially by herself at the moment of caution, we believe she will win. There may have to be some readjustment throughout the field, but this is the race right there. Michelle Mossler scores her first career victory here at Ricky Superspeedway after a wild turn of events here at the end of this one. Helped by rain, so we will not have a green-white checkered. This race is over. Mossler is the winner unofficially. Joe Tanner finishes second. Ben Smith will be third. By the way, that's Smith and Tanner's second week in a row where they finished in the top 4. Ben Malik winds up 4th. Joe Reynolds unofficially finishes 5th. That's Tyler Attell in 6th. John Williams in 7th. Joanna Ryba 8th. Tyler Attell. No, sorry, that's Kimberly Heyer in the 35 and 9th. And Zach Maloney looks to finish 10th. Let's go back 2 laps ago and we'll take a look at what happened down the back straightaway. But first, this is what happened down the backstretch a few laps ago when Mossler caught TJ Howard to put him another lap down. It looked like Nick Dilbeck got into the back bumper of the 92 again. Or not again, but same thing that happened earlier with the 28 and the 12. Watch right here, they're going to catch the 2. Dilbeck gives the 92 a bump right there, yeah. Mossler did a great job holding on to that car. It's almost as if Dilbeck may have checked up enough to let the 92 back in line without causing a crash, because she was coming back on the track in a hurry. Alright, this is down the backstretch. Dilbeck comes up. Looks like he might have got tapped by the 16, overcorrected, and got hit by the 16 again, and got turned around. Look at that thing just get up in the air. That's not the only car. Watch this as he comes back up into the pack. Ooh! almost head on there by the 99 of Magos, and then Matt Adams, Kyle McCormick, and they all pile in. 85 goes for a tumble. 16 and the 99 do too. Cindy Warner there, and the 7 involved. Philip Von Voorhees, Ronnie Dilbeck, Casey Blanford, Brendan Wolkowitz. Almost the entire field, at least what was left of it after the earlier crash, got some piece of this one. Watch this. Here's the field coming off the corner. Dilbeck goes to block Snyder. He comes back up. You know, he came back up. It almost looked like maybe he wasn't able to get hit by the 16 based on that. So he comes down to block him right here. And then right here, the thing just veers to the right. Almost like he somehow got loose on the straightaway, which doesn't really seem right. And then the second time, he did indeed get hit by the 16 the second time around when he came back across trying to correct it. You know, with the timing on that rain down the back straightaway, I'm wondering if maybe it was already raining back there. He may have hit a wet patch or something. Spun the tires and around it went. Seconder there in the 14 got in that, and you're right, just about everybody who was left in the race from that first crash involved in this one. Listen carefully. Yeah, and you could... And that's it. Yeah, you did not hear him get up out of the gas or anything during the entire wreck, so that's pretty much indicated that he did not get hit. And Reynolds almost got in there. He's lucky he finished. He did. Adams. He had nowhere to go. The 99 came up so fast in front of him, he couldn't do anything. Arguably, you could say that just about everybody in that wreck as quickly as it happened. And there's Josh Sanders. So right there, he did not hit him. He just got sideways on the straightaway. Here's Mosler coming to the line. Tanner across the line in second. But what we're being told is that they will, because this race ended under caution, because that crash was essentially the race ending caution, they will go back to the scoring loops and the typical stuff that they would go back for if the caution came out on the final lap. So that's why the results were unofficial. But what we do know for sure is that Mosler was indeed the winner. And for the first time in her career, she'll go to victory lane in the Corvega Cup Series. Alright, so as we close out the broadcast, here's your chase for the Corvega Cup standings. Matt Adams will leave here with the points lead, the position that he held coming into this race, with 3 bonus points per each win, and his 3 wins he'll leave with 1,009 points. Ben Smith, John Williams will line up second and third. The tiebreaker there, going back to second place finishes, is why Ben Smith will come out as the second place driver. John Williams will be third. Joseph Tanner is fourth in line, followed by TJ Howard, last week's winner at Atlanta. Michelle Mosler, this week's winner, will line up sixth for the chase. Brendan Wolkowitz, Laura Gold, Alexi Magos, Kyle McCormick. The top 10, your wild cards for this season: Ben Malik, the winner of the Coke 0400 at Daytona, and Joe Reynolds, the winner of the Coke 600 at Charlotte, are the wild cards. Lewis Black, Josh Snyder, who were 11th and 12th in the points, because neither of them had a win, they will miss the chase, along with Joanna Riba, Jay Fluke, Philip Martin, Joshua Wilkinson, Nick Dilbeck, Casey Blanford. They will fill out the top 20 and miss the chase. Next week, we head to the Chicagoland Speedway, where the first race of the chase begins, and Mary Capizzello tries to win again at Chicagoland Speedway. Tune in to find out who will win next week, and most importantly, leave with the chase lead following the first event of the chase. 7 races to go in the season. Who will be the champion? We find out in just a few weeks. Tune in next time for Chicagoland Speedway